academia. Now, there are Shriners parades. The Shriners have the annual parade in various cities, and they're celebrating the defeat of the Moors, as the statue in Livorno, Italy, celebrates the defeat and conquering of the Moors. These are pictures of past monarchs of the ancient Arabic orders of the nobles of Mystic Shrine. And here you see, and this is often people see this during the July 4th celebration, all right, where the Star Spangled Banner superimposes over the landmass, the Moorish landmass. And this actually represents the European colonization of Moorish land. And so what I have done here with the book cover is place Moors back into history. Writing Moors back into history, as the Europeans have written us out of history and suppressed our great history. So Europeans, there is during the Civil War in 1861, you have an infantry called the Zouaves, Z-O-U-A-V-E, the Zouaves. And their uniforms, as you see, had baggy pants, Moorish pantalons, the stash, the vests, Moorish fez, and this was an infantry that was around during the Civil War period. So what the Europeans have done was taken our Moorish garb and used them as uniforms. So this knowledge of who we are is being preserved in a lot of Masonic orders. You have the Mystic Order of the Bell Prophets of the Chanted Realm. You have the ancient Arabic Order of the Nobles of Mystic Shrine. They are in 1943. There were 212,000 members of the shrine. Now, in 1973, that jumped up to 500,000. So these orders are large. You have the Scottish Rites Order, the Northern Jurisdiction, and the Southern Jurisdiction. The Northern Southern Jurisdiction's headquarters, which is the Supreme Mother Grand Lodge at Washington, D.C., and that oversees Supreme Lodges and temples in 35 states. Then you have the Northern Jurisdiction with the headquarters in Lexington, Massachusetts, which oversees 15 states. So this knowledge of Moorish history is broad and vast. The Moors, there's a book called The History of the Moorish Empire in Europe by S.P. Scott, volumes 1, 2, and 3. The History of the Moorish Empire in Europe. And there is a YouTube video by English historian Bethany Hughes when the Moors ruled Europe. The Moors ruled Europe from 711 to 1492. Moors controlling Spain, including Cordova, Toledo, Seville, Granada, even southern France, Sicily, Italy, Germany. So this is a vast empire that the Moors ruled. Also extending, the Moorish power extended to what is now called India. There's a book called by Stanley Poole, Medieval India under Mohammedan rule, 712 to 1763. Before the British had control of modern-day India, the Moors controlled that area. We also had trade with China, so there was a vast empire where the Moors had controlled the seas. We had trade throughout the world. So this Moorish history of who we are has been covered up. Today, Moors are classified as black, Negro, colored, and African American, Hispanic, Puerto Rican in the race and ethnic standards of federal statistics and administrative reporting. And 19 that was administered, adopted by the Office of Management and Budget in 1977. It's called the Race and Ethnic Standards of Federal Statistics and Administrative Reporting, where I have in that standard, the Moors are classified as black, African or African American, and defined as a person having origins in any of the black racial groups of Africa. So this classification has been used to oppress our people. Several years ago, one of my former co-workers said to me, as I was discussing when we were in the teachers' lounge, and I was discussing to my co-workers, teachers, about nationality, people are being classified, identified by nationalities, not by tones and shades and colors. Well, she said to me that that's not the real world. I said, well, yes, it is the real world. I give examples as Chinese, China, Germany, German, France, French, Japan, Japanese. She stopped speaking to me. Now the question is, why did she say it's not the real world? Now I think the reason why she said that it's not nationality, it's not the real world, is because our people are classified as black, Negro, colored, African American. Do not see that on form. We see the word race. We see black, Negro, colored, African American. So that is not, as she is saying, our reality. And when so we have to check off, how many blacks you have in the classroom? 10. How many whites in the classroom? How many Hispanics in the classroom? So nationality is something that she's used to seeing on paperwork. As this race and ethnic standards for federal statistics and administrative reporting, Director Statistical Policy number 15 is used in hospitals, used in all school levels, colleges, elementary schools, preschools, at jobs. All right. So this is in fact an actual suppression of Moors classified as black, Negro, colored, African American, Latino. All right. Tune in once again to order the book. Go to mooresandmasonry.org and blackandnoble.com. Thank you.